Wait, is this thing on? Are we here? Are we live? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Good.
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Brothers in Arms podcast. We are the hosts with your most, the Brothers in Arms, here to talk to you, Patrick, Greg, and Alex. It is the 19th of July in the year of our Lord 2023, and it is episode 120. Holy cow. Gentlemen, we are way past old man stage. We have officially hit that Uber stage of we old.
Yep.
Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. Hey, chat room. Glad you're here. Those who are slowly trickling in. I know we just hit the button, but you know what? Come on in. The water is fine.
Water's nice.
The water's real nice. So, boys, good to see you. It's been a hot minute.
Life happens.
It has, yeah. Life has happened. If you weren't following our Twitter, you wouldn't have known that we weren't available on Sunday. It just, again, as Alex said, life happens. And so here we are on a Wednesday. Hump day! It's a weird one, but it's working. And if our mics sound interesting, it's okay. We're working things out. We've also found toys. I don't know if you can hear this in the chat room, but we have found noises that each of us can hear each other play them, but I don't know if you can hear them. So chat room, hold on.
Oh no, I'm gonna see. Keep going.
Okay, still working. So yeah, we're gonna quack one more time just for quack's sake.
We can hear
it. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Quack Show. We're so glad that you're here. It is Wednesday, and what a blessing it is that we get to meet each other like this. I did get an awesome phone call from Alex today. Him on his way to work and me on my way to somewhere else here in Atlanta. And we might talk about that trip later, but we'll see what happens. But gee, it's good to hear your voice. Good to see you too. I like that shirt. For those who are listening, it is a play off the Superman shield, but instead, it's Old Glory. It's
Great America.
It is. It's America. It's Super America.
It's grunt style.
It's a fine.
It's the brand. If you've never, go ahead.
Fine looking shirt, man. I like it.
It's the only one I have from this company. Don't get me wrong. I think they're, it's a veteran owned organization. They're all about like the, Moto Merc t-shirts, but they get it's a very popular vet bro brand, and
nice.
So I don't buy into it. So I literally, Brandy got me this one because she saw the Superman shield, and obviously knowing our family and our history, she's like, oh, I've got to get him that one. So she got it for me, and I like it. I wear it every once in a while, but I don't seek out their clothing because it's just not me. I like this one, but I don't buy all their stuff because it's pretty intense. We'll put it that way.
I bet it gets some interesting looks, some turns, some comments, some nice comments, I can imagine. But yeah, I like it. I think it looks good, and you wear it well. So
thank you.
Congratulations. Absolutely. Before the show, I was the only one in a not black shirt or black-ish top.
Dark.
And I looked at the boy. Well, Alex, you're predominantly dark on top. You do have some orange underneath.
I am predominantly dark, yes.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. The complexion, all of it.
Yeah, the one of us that's allergic to the sun.
Yeah.
Not I, said the cat.
No, I got enough hair that will shield most of it. That's right. Shield me hair. Shielded hair. But
hair.
Predominantly dark. Thank you.
Welcome.
So yeah, here we are. Real quick, shout out to our chat room, but also shout out to our listeners, and a huge shout out to, ladies and gentlemen, the infamous Pillow Fort. Pillow Fort. This
Sport?
Yes, Pillow Fort.
Pillow Fort.
They saw our show or listened to our show. I can't tell. From when I did it in the camper before we left on our trip. And if you recall from that show, I didn't have a microphone. All I had were my earbuds and my phone, and I was mic-less. And I got a mysterious Amazon package 2 weeks ago. I wanted to talk about it last week, but I forgot. Forgive me, Pillow Fort. But I knew that this show, which was going to happen on Sunday, I was going to be on the road. So I needed what was in that mysterious package. And Pillow Fort sent me a message that said, "No more losing your microphone," from Pillow Fort. And they graciously gifted me a blue, yes, gentlemen, a
Oh,
blue
Wow.
microphone. This thing is solid, gentlemen. It is beautiful. I have not officially tested it out yet, ladies and gentlemen. The blue
wow.
microphone. Thank you, Pillow
That
Fort.
is cool.
But huge blessing, and thank you so very much for that. It was going to experience its maiden voyage on this podcast on Sunday, but well, life happens, and here we are on Wednesday, and I'm back on my home setup. But for the sake of testing this beautiful gift out, you might see that attached to this every once in a while. We'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
yeah, what a
That is
beautiful
neat.
gift. And Pillow Fort, thank you so very much
Thank you.
for your generous gift. I truly appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you. So yeah, what a sweet deal. And Pillow Fort, you are top shelf in my book. Thank you so very much. So boys, gentlemen, how you doing? How's it going? Not going to ask the other question, but how are you doing? Because Alex would give me a literal. So
Yeah,
I'm alive. I'm here.
Yep.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all I can hope for at this point. So, I guess this last week and a half, I'll go first, I guess. Hello, everybody.
Yes, kick it
Yes,
off.
please. Kick it off.
This last week was interesting. So I had the glorious opportunity to take a little bit of time off of work. I know I was off when we talked, not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before that. Got an opportunity to spend some time and celebrate my daughter's birthday. So my oldest turned 4, which is
Woo!
oh, dude, it's
Lord
been
have
fun.
mercy.
Believe me, man, they'll hit 16 before you know it.
Yeah,
They hit 16 before you know it.
it's been crazy how quickly this has gone.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
we were extremely blessed by the amount of people that just sent her stuff. We were talking about Amazon packages a few minutes ago. Over the course of like the last 2 weeks, my front porch has just been dotted with things. And gentlemen, I'm in trouble
Yeah.
because I believe we have now set a precedent. So,
Oh no.
So yeah, I think between all of the different things, because there were some things that Liz and I got for her that there were multiple pieces, so there were multiple packages.
Sure.
You guys remember playing with like Kinects and Legos and all that
Absolutely.
stuff as a kid?
Yeah.
So we found this thing, or Liz found this thing. I just put my name on it.
As dads do.
As dads
Mhm.
do. Yeah,
That's right.
It's like Christmas, man. You look and you're like, man, that is awesome. I did good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she found this thing, which is essentially a much larger version of Kinects. It have these little like hexagonal plastic balls. They're more like dodecahedrons. They're 20-sided. But actually, I think they're 10-sided. Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever. They're dodecahedrons, but they have holes in each of the individual ones, and they have these plastic rods that go in between them, and you can use it to build all sorts of things. Caroline's taken a huge interest in all the old Legos that Greg and I used to have. I've got some, he's got some. So we decided, well, let's just get it on a larger scale. So we used that to build like pillow forts and stuff.
Sweet.
She had something that she and Theo could both like walk in and out of. It was able to build, yeah. It was able to be built that big, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That is neat.
So, all sorts of stuff. But, gentlemen, how much do you know about bubble wands?
I know that they're fun to play with. I made giant bubble solution a couple summers ago, but that's about it.
They don't hold very well when you turn them upside down.
They
Yes.
don't.
That's what I know.
Do you guys know that they now make bubble guns?
No.
So there's a little bottle on the bottom of it that you screw in like a magazine, and you hold the trigger down, and it shoots air out at a kind of slower rate. But it also has a front-facing cylinder that, as it turns, it gets put solution on the little bubble wand.
Right.
So as it turns around and goes through, this air pushes out and launches bubbles. And then as the cylinder comes back around, it gets wet again, and it keeps doing that. Gentlemen, Caroline got 2 of those. She got both of them from her Aunt Grant, or Uncle Grant and Aunt Katie.
Oh no!
And
man.
quite literally, we got these things out, and Theo was sitting in his high chair. Theo loves bubbles. I don't know where he got it from or how much, but he just goes crazy over bubbles.
Let's go.
So Caroline and I stood facing him in a diagonal pattern, your typical strafing pattern. And I shot from the left, and she shot from the right, and we covered this kid in bubbles. And he's just going nuts, going, "Whoa, yeah, this is awesome!" Whoa. Just going absolutely crazy. We realized after holding these things down for a minute that this is now an outside toy. Because if you start using them too much inside, there are so many bubbles that come out that it turns the linoleum floor that we have downstairs very slick.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever heard like 100 to 200 bubbles slowly pop all at the same time?
I can't say I have.
It sounds like crackling. Like someone's rubbing like a candy wrapper consistently for about 5 minutes, because these things have just littered the entire floor around him on the carpet.
Goodness.
It's ridiculous. So we did that for a little bit, and then on Thursday, I know, Greg, I've talked to you about this, and Patrick, we've touched on it a couple of different times.
Yeah.
But a little while ago, we lost a sailor.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was a good dude. His name was CJ. And CJ succumbed to what a lot of the younger guys in my field, and some of the older guys, unfortunately succumb to. They succumb to mental illness. And we've been in contact with his family the entire time. We've been talking to him. I've talked to his mom and his dad a couple of different times over the course of the last month and a half. And we finally had the opportunity on Thursday to do a celebration of life for him. I unfortunately didn't go. I ended up, I've talked to him. I've talked to his family. I've done, everything that I can do realistically to be there for him.
Yeah.
I was the person that got to clear out his rack and box all of that up and give it to his family. And I honestly, gentlemen, I couldn't face it.
Yeah.
So on Thursday, though, we were actually, I think it was Saturday. One of the things that we had done while we were on deployment is we made a rule. We instituted a rule. And that rule is that if you want to be in the lounge, there's certain requirements, right? You have to be qualified senior in rate. You don't have to have anything going on. So all of the guys in there, and CJ was one of them, we would hang out consistently, which is hilarious because none of my guys ever went in there. So it was a whole bunch of mechanics and me just sitting over in the corner going, "Hey guys." So we'd watch movies and play board games. Which, by the way, gentlemen, if you have not played it, there's a board game called Secret Hitler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I played it. I played it with Grant and Katie and your
played it with us.
father-in-law. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I got a copy for the boat, and we have been. It's a fan favorite.
It sounds dangerous.
It's not.
It's
Well,
Is it like One Night a Werewolf?
no. No, there are no like moving pieces.
Right.
It is
like, is everybody something, and
Yes.
then they close your eyes, and certain people know certain things, and then
yeah, kind of.
I got
Yeah.
That's kind of
The majority has to figure out the minority, and then among the minority is Hitler. And if for some reason Hitler gets elected chancellor after so many fascist policies get enacted, then the fascists win.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
so that's the fun of it. You're like, the goal is to stop Hitler.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
The goal is always to stop Hitler.
That's
right.
true.
Exactly.
Unless
the
you're
goal
a
is
fascist, then you want Hitler to win.
No,
no,
you always.
no, we stop Hitler.
I'm talking about the game.
Yeah, we got
There are
you.
two
Yeah.
parties in there. If you are a
Uh-huh.
fascist in that game, your goal is to
Uh-huh.
make sure that Hitler gets elected as chancellor. Anyway,
Anyway,
It's fascinatingly, because it's a lot of talking.
yeah. Now
Um,
imagine playing that with a bunch of dudes who are really smart.
yeah, that's the scary part.
that sounds
Yeah.
disturbing.
Oh, it's awesome. But so we had all of these rules, right? And they were rules across the board. You had to be senior in rate. That is like you are qualified. You don't have anything else that you can qualify. You've qualified all of your watch stations. You support the watch bill as much as possible. You're allowed to be in the lounge. So if we had downtime, all of us would be in there. Like if I had an hour or something in between where I needed to go, like if I had an hour before watch and I had nothing else going on, I'd go in there and sit in the lounge and take a nap. Well, about a month or two into deployment, CJ comes up to all of us and he decides, you know what, we're going to make a new rule. Okay, sure, man, shoot. So his new rule is that in order to be in the lounge, you have to be willing to paint your toenails. It's a bunch of dudes.
Only in
Have
the
to
Navy.
be
Only in the
willing
Navy.
to paint your toenails.
Yep. So your toenails have to be painted.
In
Now,
the Navy.
Mind you, all of us are sitting around in there and we're just like,
Of the
sure, let's do it.
In the Navy.
So one of the CJ pulls out a whole bunch of different like neon colors. We're getting close to Christmas time, so all of us are trying to figure out the different Christmas colors we can use
Where did he get all these colors?
Exactly.
in the Navy, bro.
In the
Hmm.
Navy.
So anyway, so he starts
Paint your
passing these
toes
things
mint
around,
green.
and well, mine were lime green.
Well, of
Yeah.
course, because lime green is yours.
Yeah,
It's your color,
It is, in
obviously,
fact.
from your hat, and yeah, got it.
yeah.
Got it. Got it.
So, we're sitting in there and we're, chatting up, having a grand old time. And obviously, you after you paint your nails, you have to wait a little while before you can put socks back on. So, we're all just sitting in there with our shoes and socks off, just watching a movie, doing things. It's great.
With painted toenails.
With painted
all men.
toenails. Yeah. But one of the things that a lot of the guys did that we had previously discussed before they went to his memorial service is all the guys that had done that because it was his idea. Because obviously none of us have painted toenails now. We're home. That's weird. Um,
Not weird on deployment.
Not weird on
No, not
deployment.
weird on deployment. No, no.
Is they went and they sat around in the lounge on Wednesday or Thursday morning, and they all painted their toenails again.
Mm.
And my daughter was talking about painting her toenails, so obviously my wife said the same thing. Yeah, sure, they painted their toenails on Saturday. And I wasn't able to be there with the other guys and do all of that. So on Saturday, my wife painted my toenails for me.
Hmm.
So it's going to go until it wears off again. But they are purple and sparkly.
I can vouch. I saw them this weekend.
I made sure of it. Like I didn't have water shoes, so I sat up on the raft. I had my feet out of the water, and a bunch of old dudes, old Marines, are just looking at me. And okay, sure. It's for a fallen brother, and
That's right.
I don't care.
That's right.
Liz says I'm a terrible liar and an even worse drunk liar.
You are, in fact.
That is in fact true.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't lie to save my life.
Alex,
That's probably a good thing. What's up?
good on you, bud.
Yeah.
Good on you.
So, the rest of the week passed eventfully. The ship got a 4-day weekend after the memorial service, but as you know, my luck, I had duty on Friday and Monday, so I had a weekend. And then we were supposed to have yesterday off, and they scheduled a major maintenance item, so I left yesterday evening.
Mm.
And then I came in today, and we were supposed to, do training and go home. And I left at like 2, which is when I called Patrick.
Nice.
And then I got duty tomorrow. So, and then everybody shows back up on Friday. So, life's going to be good.
No.
But I
Bless
do
you.
have the weekend off again. So I have Saturday, Sunday. So if we're
Let's
trying,
go.
we can do Sunday if you'd like.
I'm willing to try.
And that's really about it. I've got to write a character statement for one of my young gentlemen. It's gonna be interesting, but it's fine. It's not for him going to mass or anything. It's something actually pretty good. So I gotta get those things done. And I've been invited to Friday Night Magic. So they're not
Let's
afraid.
go.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So they want to do something that's called Pinnacle Magic, and I still don't understand the rules of this. So it's monocolors only, right? Now, Greg knows for this, and Patrick, I don't know if you have seen this, but I know you and I have played Commander once.
Right.
But basically, in the rules of Commander, your commander in your deck of 100 has a color combination. Whether that be 1 color, 2 color, 3 color, 4 color, or 5. Doesn't matter.
Right.
5 color is the greatest because you have any color combination you want. It's also the most difficult because you have to be able to have all 5 colors and be able to draw them consistently.
Yep.
Well, one of the guys that lives in the house, his family plays a thing called Pinnacle Magic. And essentially, if you look at the back of a Magic card, it has, no joke, 5 different colors on the back of it.
Right.
And essentially, you have 5 different people playing Commander at the same time. Your goal is to defeat your opposite color.
Got it.
Which doesn't make too much sense to me because
There's
somebody's
5.
going to be fighting 2 people.
2 people, exactly. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah. Because, you could do white and black, blue and
Green.
red.
Or blue and green.
Or blue and green, and then green and black.
Or green and blue.
Or green and blue. Right? I don't know. So that's one of the main reasons why I want to go play.
Yeah.
Because every single person has to have a monocolored deck.
See, that makes things interesting.
Well, I mean, not for me. I play monocolor. Like I have blue, white, red, green, and black. And my red and blue and my green have literally gotten me banned from tables.
That's true.
My black got me banned from tables and I had to dismantle it. So I'm going to put that back together for Pinnacle Magic. So if somebody doesn't have a color, I'm playing it. But one of the guys told me I can't play white. So whatever. That's fine.
No white?
Oh.
Well, Greg, you played my white. Do you remember me having to explain how this did that and how I now have like 16/16s that are flying and have lifelink that are swinging out at you?
And remember, he's also predominantly dark.
I am, in fact.
That's why I said don't play with his black deck.
Yeah, that one got banned pretty quickly. It took one game.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, when you make everybody mill and sacrifice things, and as soon as they hit the graveyard, they become yours, people hate you.
I have all your creatures.
Yeah.
And I swing at you with all of them.
Yep. Especially when they all have haste. Oh, yep, that hit the graveyard. Nope, that's mine.
All your base all belong to us.
So.
Oh, what is the name of that game? I know it was from the Nintendo. And it
Oh
was
yeah.
Terrible translation. Did you have that one?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Interesting.
But that's really it for me.
Thanks for sharing, Alex.
Yeah.
Greg, what about you, bud? Oh, you want me?
I mean,
Greg?
I'm good either way. It's been an interesting, the last week, just kind of a normal week. Nothing too weird. Just work and a lot of time at the pool with Zoe.
Define too weird. There's a threshold?
Ish.
Are you sure we're related?
Usually driving weird.
Yes, we do. No, we had a good time. So normal week leading up to weekend. Picked up Julia on Saturday again. Got her away from camp. Me and Zoe hung out at the pool on Saturday. And then Sunday.
Woo! I left that.
Well, we did.
You.
Oh yeah, that's right. So we hung out at the pool on Saturday, and then Brandy got home, and the four of us went over to Sasha and Sean's house for dinner. Sean did barbecue. And when I say barbecue, I mean he cooked steaks and hot dogs and hamburgers.
Nice.
That's the Australian definition of a barbecue, because if they grill, it's a barbecue. Not to be confused with smoking.
Yeah.
But it was still really good. So we went over and had dinner with them and hung out with them for most of the evening, and then Sunday got up and went to the river. And Alex and Liz and Caroline and Theo came, and it was so Brandy and I planned it with the Homebrewers Association. So it was a bunch of folks that are part of the homebrewing community here in the Fredericksburg area that we're friends with. And so we probably had a crowd of counting the kids,
like 12.
Oh yeah, 10 to 12.
Let's go.
We had our anchor buried in the middle of the river, and we had a large amount of inner tubes all attached to said anchor, and we were just floating in the middle of the river. I've introduced a bunch of my friends to one of Brandy and I's favorite hobbies. They had no idea, they had never seen something. They're like, when we described it to them, they're like, wait, you mean you want to go in the river but not float down the river, but you're in a tube? I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, it's all the fun of floating on the river without the inconvenience of having to load everything up, get it to a spot, have another vehicle at the other end, get everyone in the water, float down the river, get out of the water where you're supposed to, get all your stuff loaded back up, take it back to where the starting. No, forget that. Like, I want to show up. I want to take my stuff down to the water. I want to get in the water. I want to hang out. I don't want to go anywhere. That's fun. And I can sit there and I can float all day. And if I get tired and I want to get wet, I just flip out of the tube and get in the water and swim around. And then when I'm ready to get back in the water, back in my tube, I get back in my tube. So yeah, so we spent the day. We spent a lot of the day.
Yeah.
Floating on the river, watching Zoe and Julia and Caroline swimming, just having a ball. We introduced Julia to our. I'm sorry, brother, that your daughter wants a new snorkel mask now because she tried ours. They're awesome. They're not expensive either. If you want, I'll send you the link. Link on Amazon.
All right.
But no, we had a good time. Honestly, we had a really good time. And then finished with all you can eat sushi at our local sushi place, and your daughter.
On.
Yeah. Julia was being I don't know how. Oh my goodness, adventurous. That girl was trying a little bit of everything. It was impressive. I was proud of her.
Good.
She sat next to Liz.
You know, and if she didn't like it, she didn't like it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But definitely, you know, letting her expand her horizons and try new you know, trying sushi and different sushis to see what she liked, because it's like the food there is awesome. It's about $30 per person, and it's completely worth it because it's all kinds of different rolls. They have what is it, nigiri, and they also have sashimi. And then they also have they have a menu, and it's all you can eat. So you can order Japanese hibachi. You can order ramen. You can order just regular soup. They have wontons. They have shrimp tempura, vegetable tempura, like you name it. It's just an absolutely phenomenal. And again, it's
amazing.
It comes out. They make it, and then it comes out in small portions. So the idea, you know, they don't, you know, they will charge you if you leave a lot of waste.
Good.
So you're kind of encouraged not to go ham in that respect, but you're not hindered. It's not like, you know, like, oh, I'd like one more of the shrimp tempura. You know, they'll bring you out another order of them. So yeah, so just smash those. And then rolled back into another week. Zoe's back at camp this week, which is great. Again, she's actually tomorrow, excited for it. Tomorrow she is going bowling. We'll see how that goes.
Bowling for soup?
But no, just the regular bowling. But it's been a good summer for her, honestly. She's been having a blast. Camp has been a lot better this year for her than it was last year. She had some problems with a couple of the boys that were just, well, they were just jerks. So yeah, so it's been. I'm tired. I'm ready. Like, I did not sleep. I told you guys at the beginning of the show, man, I'm not sleeping well. Just work and everything else. It's just,
welcome to our club.
I know. I'm looking forward to. I've got vacation scheduled for next week. So last vacation with Zoe, and I'm looking forward to taking her down to visit mom and dad, and honestly just taking a breather, refocusing away from work and not having it's been a whirlwind summer.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to Wusaw break. So, but
Oh, Alex, you're leaning in. You got something?
I forgot one thing.
Shoot.
ooh,
One of the things that Caroline got for her birthday was a fishing pole,
oh yes,
Nice.
and we took her fishing. I think actually on Thursday of last week,
Love it.
and she got her first fish.
Good job, girl.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She got a little croaker.
Ooh.
that's cool.
So we
Do you have to dispose of it?
no,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we just threw it back in.
Okay.
So, but it was big enough to lip, so it wasn't too big.
Okay.
Or it
Okay.
wasn't too small. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, I got you. Good job.
While we were there this weekend, I tried to do a little bit of that because we were actually in freshwater. Because we're driving around looking for some place to fish to take this kid.
Oh yeah.
You know.
But she got a new pole.
So I have all the stuff for her to do, like bluegills or something. And like literally first cast, she gets a croaker. It was about 10 minutes that we were there. Didn't catch anything the rest of the time. I was like,
That's
yeah, that checks.
awesome. That works. Yeah. Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is
So
cool.
Liz
That's
took
awesome.
Theo to go and play on the playground for a little bit, and I said, "Hey, do you want to go play on the playground?" She goes, "No, I want to fish."
That's
Yeah.
my girl. That's right.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll see if Liz can send pictures. But yeah,
Beautiful.
it was good.
Beautiful.
What about you, Patrick?
Oh, so last week, um, we did the office thing. Finalized a couple syllabi. I have two I had to write, and I submitted them both yesterday. So thank God for that. But on Wednesday, I had the privilege of picking up my oldest from the airport. Philip is here after a summer at Camp Paradise Valley working at conservatory. He did a great job. He was a counselor for the boys' side, and very proud of him and how he stepped up. But he has since come home. He's here in Atlanta with us, and it's guys. There's something about your kids growing up and becoming adults, and from the moment he's gotten here, um, you know how as you raise your kids, and both of you will can attest to this, as you raise your kids, you feel like you're constantly having to say, okay, you need to go do this, you need to go do that. Don't forget to wash your hands, pick
Mhm.
up after yourself, that kind of stuff, right? Since he's been home, it's been like an adult has moved into the house. He picks up after himself, but he does more than that. He comes alongside without being asked, and does it. Like, so Friday, I asked him. Actually, I asked him on Wednesday if he'd be interested in going camping. And he said, yeah, I would. And so on Friday, we packed up the car, we put the two kayaks on top, and we hooked up the camper, and we drove to Allatoona Lake. Yeah.
I love that
That
place.
is cool.
Uh-huh. And so we got up to Allatoona Lake, we got into our campsite. Almost had an accident, but we didn't, and so it's okay. It's not worthy of talking about.
Doesn't count. We're good.
No, yeah, exactly. It doesn't count. We're good. And I've told the wife, so we're not in trouble.
All right.
But we get there and it's hot as blue blazes, and the kayaks are on top of the van. I've got the 12-foot and the 11-foot on top of the van, and it's getting late enough that if we took them down, we'd only be on the water for maybe 20 minutes. So Philip says, well, let's go swimming. Absolutely, let's go swimming. So we walked down the bank from our campsite, maybe 25 feet. and we're in a cove, and we swim out to the middle of the cove. You can't touch. And guys, we talked the whole weekend. It was awesome. It was really good. Next morning, Saturday, we got up. We got breakfast done, bacon and eggs and toast, and then got the kayaks down, and we spent about 3 hours on the water, kayaking all over this lake, and it was awesome. It was so good.
That is cool.
And then Sunday, as we were supposed to meet, we were actually on the road to Nashville, Carrie and I. We have this thing called staff conference where all of the officers, all the faculty of EBC kind of has an officers councils, and it was sweet. We had a good speaker who talked to us about strategic thinking, and very helpful and that kind of stuff. But the highlight though of the weekend was we went out to sushi on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went out to sushi on Monday. We went to this place called Koi, on the east side of Nashville, and Carrie loves it. I love it, and we had fantastic company. We had a wonderful couple that we spent dinner with, and then we went to go see the new Mission Impossible. Um, Gentlemen, heads up, it's a part one.
Yep.
Number two, it's Tom Cruise is getting old, folks.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say it. He's getting old.
I know.
But he's
Maverick.
he still likes to run in every movie that he has.
Yep.
So he runs a lot in this one, and the stunts were impressive. But let's be honest, folks, Cruise is getting old. So I kind of feel like part two is gonna end like the last James Bond did. We shall see. Who knows? Who knows? But hopefully that's not a spoiler for anybody. God bless you if it is. I apologize.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No. Tell you for
yeah.
a fact, nope.
It won't end like that?
Nope.
Crap. Anyways, Daniel Craig. Yeah, you gotta give it to him. Daniel Craig, he's a solid guy.
He's
but
fantastic.
Anyway, yes, he is. Thank you. I will watch his movies all day long.
I will.
Knives Out? Come on. Come on.
He was great.
But anyway.
I missed that one.
Yeah.
Watch
Greg.
it.
Netflix.
Watch
Check it out.
Watch it.
And then last night, let me finish real quick. Last night, as a gift to us, as faculty on staff, we went and ate at Paula Deen's restaurant in Nashville.
Oh yeah, mother and son.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. And then we had tickets to the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh,
that's cool.
Gentlemen.
Yes.
I am not a fan of country music. I'll put it out there, and it's okay. It's all right.
I'm leaving.
I still love you. It's not something that I'm gonna turn on the radio and crank it up and be like, but the first group that opened was 4 80+ guys.
Yep.
80+ in age, and they said, country western music, they are the 1% western. And they played some western music, and their singing wasn't so hot, but their stage presence was hilarious. 4 Riders in the Sky, something like that. Riders in the Sky, I think that's what their name was. There was a bluegrass group, 6 guys, bluegrass group. Their musicianship, their ability to play these instruments, guys, I lost it. It was so good. And then Something Elena was the last show last night, and she was good. She was very good. She had a great stage presence. She loved the crowd. The crowd loved her. All this stuff, right? I say all this to say this. Ready? I love musicians, and I love good musicians. I will sit and watch a drummer all day long. It doesn't matter what you're playing. I will sit and watch a drummer all. I will sit and watch a guitar player all day long. I will sit and watch a trombonist all day long. Why? Because good musicians just they enthrall me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love it to no end. And so last night, sure, it was country music. But gentlemen, the musicianship on that stage, I couldn't have asked for a better night. It was just amazing. So, with that being said, gentlemen, you ready for the question?
Send it.
Certainly.
You ready? It's a two-parter. So, number one, what has been the easiest thing for you to learn? And number two, what has been the hardest thing for you to learn? Now, we're not talking like your name. We're not talking writing, okay? Unless you're really good at writing. But what has been the easiest thing for you to master? And what has been the hardest thing for you to master? Okay.
That's kind of difficult.
No. Okay.
Good, deep question.
Yeah.
So I could cheese out of it right now
Right.
easily. I'd say the answer to both questions is nuclear physics. But I'm not going to do that.
All right. I appreciate the yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Because that was a softball for you. I understand.
Unfortunately,
Alright.
yeah. It got
All
real
right.
difficult at the beginning, and now I teach it, and it's like, oh yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Second nature.
You can dumb that down. It's fine. Been doing it for 15 years. Hey.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Sure does. Sure does.
But I think the difficult thing for me to learn, honestly, is something that I have difficulty teaching right now.
Okay.
And trying to instill in the guys that, work for me or work with me is a work ethic. Because at the end of the day, we're all tired.
Yep.
No one wants to do this
Yep.
stuff anymore. No one wants to be here. But to be down there and to be a positive force and a motivation, so to speak, of having to just keep going, keep pushing, keep doing the stuff that we have to do. Because at the end of the day, nobody goes home until it's done.
Yeah.
And we don't seem to understand that. My guys don't seem to understand that. And, it took me a long, long time to learn how to keep pushing. Because my number one was I need to go home. I need to go and see my wife. I need to go and, not be here and not think about this place.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the longer you push that off, the more you're there.
More it piles up. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
having that work ethic and pushing through and doing that stuff is probably the most difficult thing.
It's a master.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
And honestly, I think the easiest thing for me was math.
You
Yeah.
did take to that like a fish in water.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still remember sitting in like my first and second grade class, and they would pass out the little. They instilled a sense of competition in us very early, and basically they passed out this entire list, right? And it was just a sheet of paper that got put face down on your desk.
Oh, I remember these.
Yep, and as soon as they would say go, you'd flip over the paper, and you'd go through and you'd answer all the questions as quickly as possible.
Right.
There's probably like 25 or 30 questions.
Right. Right.
And addition, subtraction, multiplication, whatever. You'd go
Yep.
through and you do everything. And then as soon as you were done, you'd flip the table over, or flip the, not the table, flip,
Flip the table.
you'd flip the piece of
I'm
paper over.
done.
And
Done.
the teacher would come over and she'd be like, all right, you were first. And she'd look at it. As long as all of your answers were correct, you were number one.
Right.
And then she would go through to number 2 and number 3. And then everyone else was just, oh hey, you completed it, yay.
Way to go, gold
But
star.
numbers 1, 2, and 3, she would take over to the Coke machine and you would get a soda.
Same, Liz.
What?
Yeah. I like soda.
Yeah.
So I was always number 1. Except for one time.
They cheated.
One time. It was on a subtraction thing too. And those are like my jam. Because I could take stuff away. That's easy. Yeah.
Adding to it's the hard one.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
man.
it was at the time, you know. But at the same time, like I was always first, always first, always, 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 always. And then my freshman year of high school, they screwed me. Because my freshman year of high school, my math algebra teacher did not require us to do homework. She was like, I mean, as long as you do fine in the class, there's no point in you going home and practicing this stuff. Don't do homework. I'm not going to give you negatives for it. I graduated that class with a 98. Every other class after that, I was like, I mean, I do really well on the test. Why do I need to do homework?
So they ruined you.
They ruined me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Poor guy.
down with the system.
Yeah, and now I'm in the Navy.
Yeah.
Do your homework, kids, or you'll end up in the Navy.
Do your
That's-
homework.
Yep, with sparkly purple toes.
Even if you're smart, do your homework.
That's right.
Don't you hate my purpley toes.
Right.
They're for CJ.
They are for C.
That's,
You're right.
It's beautiful.
Amen. Greg?
Man, you asked me. I'm so sorry. Liz's comments in the chat are too funny.
She's talking about Aunt Joan's boot camp, also known as Crazy Aunt Joan.
Ah.
Yeah, we say we have crazy aunts sometimes. No, she literally has. That everyone refers to her as Crazy Aunt Joan.
Wow.
People she meets on the street, oh hey, it's Crazy Aunt Joan. Never met her before in her life. You'll know it's Crazy Aunt Joan.
Oh my goodness.
I love that lady. She's great.
I refused to practice or finish them. I was told I had to learn my multiplication tables or help my aunt pave a patio with pavers. I'm still crap at multiplication, but I know how to level and pave a patio. I love it.
Yeah, that was her option. It was either, go and help with yard work and do stuff like that, or do your multiplication tables. My wife went, nope. I learned how to pave and level a patio.
Wow.
Crazy Aunt Joan.
So mine. Asking the deep questions, PT. I think the easiest thing for me to learn or master. I don't think I don't think I have anything mastered. I think I'm always still continuing to learn. I would
Yeah, there you
argue
go.
that.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
But the thing that I learned the easiest, being able to step out and like getting out of my comfort zone, like being able to step out and I'll go and talk to these people. Hi, how are you?
Nope.
What?
I ain't doing that.
Alex
right.
says no. Right.
So I would argue, like, I don't know. It just, it came naturally. I don't know. I know it comes from our family. Dad has, I've got the curse of I get the life stories.
Oh yeah.
I say hi to someone and suddenly I'm best friends with them and I know everything about them and
they're inviting you over to barbecue.
Exactly. This is fascinating.
Yeah.
So I would yes, I gosh, Liz. I need to stop watching. I need to stop reading the comments.
No, that's why they're there.
They are.
So being that, stepping out, that I think that was probably the easiest. Now the other side of that, the hardest thing to learn and the thing that still struggle with. I've gotten, I think I've gotten a lot better. Is to not care. Like, I'm happy to step out of my comfort zone, but I am very conscious, at least especially when I was younger, I was very conscious of what people thought about me.
Mm.
I hated that. I hated that. And it's a strong word. Sorry, Zoe. Trying not to use, trying to be literal with when we use our words, but I always had a hard time. I'm happy to step out and talk to people, but in the back of my head, I'm always thinking like, should I wear that? What are people going to think about how I look? How I talk? What all of those things in the back of my head, always gnawing on me, and it's taken a long time, and it's something that I've had to learn to for lack of better words, to tell all the haters to tune them out and not listen to them, and be my own person.
Yeah.
And be happy for who and what I am, and not let them try and get me down.
Yeah.
And that combination, because they go hand in hand, to be good at the one and to get better at the other, I personally I feel like that makes me a better person. It makes me a person that can really be effective in communication and working with with my coworkers, and also just being happier at life. So because if you're not worried about what the other person's gonna say, then you can do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job, gentlemen. Good job. For me, the easiest thing, it's always come natural, is been the ability to volunteer and help with the hard. Step up and go when it seems like everybody else around you is going the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and again, this isn't a prideful moment, and if it's coming across that way, please forgive me. It's not what I want. But it's always been implemented by our parents to help others, to be a person when it comes to the rest of the community, and community being your next door neighbors, or the group that needs the most help. And so seeing that mom and dad and learning that quickly, I feel has been the easiest thing for me to myself learn and adopt. The hardest thing, and this is something I'm dealing with, especially today in our current realm of responsibility, is leading confidently. Like I said, it's easy for me to get up and go and do it, but it's hard for me to lead somebody confidently and tell them to get up and do it. We've always been lead by example, always. Let's get up, let's go do this job. But in so doing, that turns into micromanaging because you're right there beside them.
That's
And
a hard thing to dodge.
This is the job we're going to do, and are you sure you want to do it that way? Really, we should do it this.
Yeah.
And that's, I can't do that. I can't. We've got to equip, and we've got to send, and so in my realm of responsibility right now, leading confidently. And like you said, Greg, not second guessing myself or how does this look or how does this sound? Because even then, that breach of confidence, it can debilitate very quickly.
Mhm.
Any kind of work or momentum that's happening. So leading confidently is the hardest thing that I've had to learn, and I'm still learning today. So yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah, awesome. And that came from the music. So let the music play.
All
Well,
the
what?
all the music play.
All the music play. All single ladies. All single ladies. Well,
I thought that was appropriate. That was
yeah,
the perfect time for that.
it was good. I liked it. I like it. My boss said he was going to fire the employee with the worst posture. I have a hunch it's going to be me.
I was up all night wondering where the sun had gone.
And then it
Then it dawned on me.
Yeah. What word in the English language is always spelled wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong. Good
I'm
job.
on fire tonight.
He's quick. Pew!
I had a dream that I was a muffler last night.
Was it loud?
No, I woke up exhausted.
Ah, dang it.
No.
It was perfect. Sorry.
Here you go, Alex. When you're waiting for the waiter, you become
Waited?
the waiter.
Oh, man. Dang.
What tastes better than it smells?
Grey Poupon?
A tongue.
Did you hear about the toilet stolen from the police department?
No.
Cops have nothing to go on.
Oh, here's a quick one. I went to the beekeeper to get 12 bees. He counted and gave me 13. Sir, he gave me an extra. That's a freebie.
Freebie. Sad spelled backwards is Das. Das not good.
This one's from Liz. Where did bad rainbows go?
Prism.
Prism.
It's a light sentence.
It gives them time to reflect.
That's right.
My wife gets on my case for not knowing how to season food properly. I don't mind though. I take it with a grain of sugar.
No.
To the person that stole my glasses, I will find you. I have contacts.
You really gotta hand it to all the short people out there.
Yeah,
No, really, they need some help. They can't
Yeah,
reach.
they can't reach it.
You gotta hand it to him.
To ride the horse or not ride the horse? That is equestrian.
Why was the pediatrician always losing his temper?
Oof.
He had little patience.
I thought I was always dealing with tiny tantrums.
Gentlemen, my fat parrot died.
Aw,
I am sad, but it is a huge weight off my shoulders.
that's right. A German came into my bar and asked for a martini the other day. I asked him, dry? He said, Nein, danke, just one.
That was actually I like that one. I like a good gonna have a good German one.
Why not?
But seriously, kill Hitler.
Oh, and finally, what do you call a blind dinosaur?
Ooh.
Do you think he saw us? Wah, 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 wah. Oh, come on. We've got that. Hold on. There it is. Oh,
I
and
can't
there
pull
you
it up.
go.
And my last one, the problem isn't that obesity runs in your family. The actual problem is no one runs in
Runs
your
in your
family.
family.
I don't run.
We got you, boyo. We'll run for you.
No one runs.
We will run for you proudly.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Your Brothers in Arms. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. For those in our chat room, God bless you. Liz, it's always good to have you chiming in and giving the boys a hard time. But again, it's the 19th of July. This is episode 120. You can check out our podcast anywhere podcasts are delivered. It is free to you, free to us. Well, us, we pay to host it, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yes,
That's
I
okay.
don't care.
No, we're working
Happy
on
to
it.
do it.
It's good. It's very good because again, we do this for us, our children, and you, our family, who get to hang along with us. So thank you so much for that. You can check out this video of it on our YouTube channel at Brothers in Arms Podcast. That's all one word. You can also follow us on our Twitter at Your BIA Podcast. And you can also find us on Instagram at Brothers in Arms Podcast. That's right. It's where we put all the pictures. But yeah, good times had by all. Alex, your nephew asked today, happen to have any of the videos from the food that you tried while overseas?
So I lost my partner for that.
Oh,
So I have pictures. I don't have videos.
got it. Okay, cool. Well, good. Well, he asked, and so
Yeah.
there you go. He remembered.
Yeah. So we had there. It started off with an idea because we were supposed to go to Norway, and
Right.
apparently there's this one food in Norway where quite literally you vomit just from opening it. Yeah. There's
That's
two.
gross.
There's a video of two dudes that are doing it in a camper.
Why?
And they open it up while they're in the camper, and there's
Why?
literally one dude that just hangs his head out the window behind them. It's pretty bad. We were gonna
Why?
try it. We didn't go to Norway,
Got
and
it.
then I lost the guy who would eat pretty much anything with me. So it was
Got
just
it.
me and Randall.
Okay.
And Randall's an old guy like I am, so we had good things. But I'll send him pictures.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms Podcast. We love y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Boys, any parting remarks before we hit the magic button?
All the buttons.
No, it's just one button.
9,
oh.
Danke.
No, nein. that's not good.
That's not good.
No, as always, I can't stress it enough. Take your Motrin, drink your water, and change your socks. It's good for you.
It is good for you. Alex?
I'm reminded by a couple of different things this week, but yeah, tell your friends you love them. You know,
Amen.
talk to everybody, because there may be one day that is the last time you get a chance to talk to them.
Yeah.
And support your local game store.
Did that today.
Well done.
Did that today.
Well done. And yeah, you have a voice. Use it appropriately. And in any case, in every case, build each other up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Love y'all. Have a wonderful week, and we'll talk at you hopefully on Sunday. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh
be
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Love you
Yeah,
guys.
bud. Yeah,
Love ya.
bud. Love you.
Love ya.
Love
What?
you. Oh, are we leaving now?
Hold on.
Oh,
Smack.
wait. Oh, wait.
Aw.
There.
All right, those are fun. I need to get more. I'm hooked. We need more sounds. This will happen. I will make this work.
All I want is the do-do-do-do-do-do. That's all I want.
I love it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yum. Na-na-na-na-na-na.
That's all I want. That is all I want.
Aww.
Go!
Headphone users, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
All right, I'm done. I'm done. I finished.
I'll go
I
ahead
love
and
you
end it
guys.
then.
Yay! Bye.
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 Bye.